Hello, Steve White, Steve Arts89. Well, I was just looking at the whole box office for Taylor Swift, and I just had a little bit of a look at, highest grossing, tours of all time, and it's kind of interesting. I'm very disappointed to say that Madonna is all the way down number 14 on the list, but when you look at everyone above her, they're all men. And you got to remember, we live in a patriarchal society. And here's the other issue. With very few exceptions, like the Rolling Stones and Ed Sheeran, all these tours have done a lot more shows. Madonna did 85 shows for Sticking Sweet Tour. Okay, Ed did 77, but he only made 417 million, which is more than Madonna's 411. But when you add inflation, she's up to 560. He's still at 417 for 77 shows. But when you look at Metallica, 144 shows. AC/DC, 165 shows. The Wall from Roger Waters, 219 million. Coldplay, 114, shows. Now the Rolling Stones did 58, so they were taking a lot of money. Got to give them credit for that. But the other artists on the list, Guns N' Roses, 158 shows. Harry Styles, 169 shows. Coldplay again, 107 shows. U2, 110 shows. Although that was back in 2009, that was the same era as Madonna. So they were getting a pretty big ticket price. Ed Sheeran again, 255 shows. Okay, he made 888 million, but he did 255 shows. 255. So obviously he's taking less money per concert if he had to do 4 times as many as Beyonce or Taylor on her last tour, and Madonna on some of her other tours, because 85 is the most, I think, shows she's done for a concert, whereas her other concerts are more 40, 50, 60 shows per tour. And right up the top, Elton John, $939 million, 330 shows. So let's just put this in perspective. Yes, Madonna is 14 on the list, with 85 shows, making 411 back in the day, but 560 now. Because if you counted the 560 today, she would be number 9. No. Yes. No, she'd be number 10. She'd just... Oh, was she? No, damn, she'd still... Okay, I'm looking at all the different amounts, and they're all over the place, because the inflation changes, and they're not... You know what, I'd love to have a list in order of inflation. It'd be a bit easier. But she'd be higher on the list either way. There's a few people ahead of her for today's box office that would be below her with inflation. Like Pink is only 454 with inflation. Who else is lower? I don't know. I couldn't be bothered going through all these. But I just thought it was interesting when you look at how many shows people do to get the same box office or bigger box office, and inflation and that. It's very interesting. It's like when you look at films. With inflation, Gone with the Wind is still the #1 film of all time. But people don't take that into account. They look at the money it made back in 1938 or whatever. Oy vey. I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about this. I just found it curious. Beyonce, by the way, nowhere on this list. Taylor Swift, nowhere on this list. She probably will be soon, as soon as the final tally for a concerts that are in. I think she just finished it, but it takes a while to actually, do the math and everything. So we'll see where she falls on this list in a few weeks or a few months or whatever. But I'm going to go. Bye.